goddess of magic is missing. Her champions banished. Trapped. Powerless. They must become worthy.
Hello everyone, welcome to Unbound. This is our original 5th edition D&D campaign that uses adventures from Uncaged Anthology. Uncaged Anthology is a collection of myth and folklore themed modules that subvert tropes around mythological beings and monsters that are women. We are also featuring the Scholar class by Benjamin Huffman, both of which are available for purchase on DM's Guild. I'm so excited! As you can see, we have a brand new cast member, the Lady May. We'll go around and do introductions here in just a second, but just to let you know, if you want to interact with this game, there are 2 ways that you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free to grant a blessing, which is an advantage die to any player, including me. Everyone can hold up to a maximum of 2 blessings. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to a player of your choice. Ooh, shiny. All right, let's jump right into it. We're going to go around and do some reintroductions of our characters. And we will start off with Adon.
Hi guys, I'm Adon. I am a little Earth Genasi rogue. My main goal in life is to learn everything about everything and find Our Lady Hecate. Yeah.
Excellent, thank you. And could you give us a very short description of what your character looks like?
Oh, I forgot about that. I am very short, very sallow, as if I spent too many nights poring over my notebook into the wee small hours of the morning. I have red sedimentary skin and these nice big goggles right on the top of my forehead.
Excellent, thank you. And next we have Alaris.
Well, that's me. Hi guys, I'm Dungeon Dana playing Alaris. She is a changeling ranger. Her element is fire. She's pretty much the same height as Adon, actually. They're 2 small beings together. She wears a gold and red half mask, covers half of her face, the left side. She has a pet raccoon, and she dual wields swords. I guess that's her in a nutshell. Shell.
That's her in a nutshell.
Sorry, oh no, are we gonna give her this accent?
It's accent day. Yep.
And next we have Avalon.
Hello, my name's Bravo. I'm playing Avalon. She is a massive vengeance paladin of Hecate. She yeah, she's scary looking. She's got a big old hound mask and big scary armor that kind of has wisps of black smoke coming off of it. And yeah, that's about it.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. That's about it in a nutshell. I'm a little
Gotcha.
paladin.
Oh, thank you so much. And next we have Samara.
Hi guys, I'm Giggly. I play Samara, and she is a tall, slender tiefling cleric. She has blue-gray skin and long silver hair that gradually goes into ombre of mint green with completely white eyes. Kind of piratey-ish, but I mean, she's just going with the flow right now.
Excellent.
Going with the flow?
Yeah.
Wow, that's like a water pun. And this is where the Lady May would introduce her character if she were here for her second episode. But instead, we see a black screen. There's white text that scrawls into place, and it says, 1 year ago. It is spring, an early morning after a storm rolled through the area through the night. A forest, not far from the city of Neverwinter, is full and flush with greenery, vibrant shades of emerald and rich earth still damp with traces of rain. A low fog has settled among the bright red bark of the trees here, lingering idly as birdsong calls out from somewhere in the heart of these woodlands. We see the camera panning down, drifting comfortably between the boughs of the forest until it focuses on a fallen tree trunk. It almost appears as if something has punched through the top of this bark with great force, cratering the solid wood. The camera pans up slightly to catch the silhouette of someone walking past, stopping abruptly, their head snapping towards the tree, as if they had just barely noticed something. The morning light glints off of what appears to be a small rock, and as this person draws their attention to it, twigs snapping underfoot, they approach and peep over the edge of the log, reaching for the strange stone. Nell, why don't you tell us what you look like?
Well, Nell's a pretty short halfling. She's about 2'9". She's got dark hair. That's about starting to gray, though she doesn't really look her age. She's got a beige cottony dress, plain clothes, but well kept. She's got a reddish brown leather vest and a white apron with little floral embroidery along the edges, and on her back is a little backpack that is covered in green knitted wool with little leaf patterns up it.
Excellent. As you grab the stone, it pries free from its wooden cradle almost effortlessly, as if it were more than willing to be picked up. When you cup it in both of your hands, you notice that it is unusually but pleasantly warm, especially on a cold spring morning like this. It appears to be something like smoky quartz, hazy and translucent, but most noticeably there is a strange flower growing out of it. What does this flower look like?
I imagine it's a pastel pink. Why is my brain now not able to say this flower's name?
It's okay, we can make it up. I don't know how to
Chrysanthemum?
pronounce.
There, thank you.
Oh, I call those mums because I can never ever pronounce the whole thing.
I read that little children's book over and
I
over and
never
over again
realized
where her
they're-
name was Chrysanthemum, and I used to be like, I can say this word.
Wow,
Big brain.
that's powerful.
pastel pink mums, because that's much easier on my mouth.
Excellent. Yeah, so you see this very vibrant flower. You can't explain it, but there's something about this flower that seems to call to you. Maybe it's the way that the morning dew settles on its petals. Maybe it's the fact you ran out of rations the day before and you're running on an empty stomach, but there's something rather delectable about it.
Yeah, she holds up the rock and she's kind of like smelling it. Looks at it a little closer, sticks her tongue out and licks it a little bit.
Okay. What is Nell's absolute favorite flavor in the whole world?
Raspberries.
It tastes like super fresh, perfect, ripe raspberries.
Oh yeah, she throws that whole thing right in her mouth.
Nice. When you put it in your mouth, it almost seems to melt. It's not like taking a flower and shoving it into your mouth and it's crunchy. It's something about it just seems to melt like candy. And you take a moment to really relish in the taste of this delicious flower, but you find suddenly you're interrupted as you hear a voice, surprisingly close from the woods. Baby, where are you?
Nell kind of like looks around, like, wondering if someone's talking to someone else. And she's like, hello?
As you call out, you see a man beginning to approach you. They appear to be holding a short sword, but they lower it upon spotting you. He is visibly half-orc, with a complexion of raw earth and eyes gray like storm clouds. His hair is wild and wavy, thrown to one side and shaved on the other. He has a strong body, trim and athletic, and he is wearing a set of scuffed, well-worn leather armor. Can I get a perception check from you?
Yes. Let's see. Well, that was a nat 1 for a total of 3.
Welcome to the campaign.
Welcome to May's first roll is a nat 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, this is a
Seems on par
perfect
for things.
introduction to our blessing system. So right now, everyone, including myself, is sitting at 2 blessings. We are very liberal with the timing of when to use these blessings. So right now, Nell has 2 blessings. What this means is you have advantage die that you can apply at any time that you want. It's a reroll. Would you like to use one of your blessings now?
No, she's too distracted by this raspberry taste in her mouth.
Oh, it's so good. It's the best thing you've ever tasted. Okay, you don't notice anything extra about him as he comes up. And he approaches very deliberately but slowly. You can tell that he is trying not to appear threatening. His weapon has been completely sheathed away, and he looks around as if trying to survey if there's anything nearby.
He like follows his gaze. Are you looking for someone?
Yes, I was separated from my... And he seems to trail off as if searching for the right word, and he eventually settles on companion. For an extremely and pointlessly long story short, we lost something, and I've been scouring these woods for any sign of it.
Oh, she kind of hides the rock behind her back a little bit, kind of sheepishly, in case that was the item he was looking for. Was it organic or something?
Yes, it's quite large, and he comes to a respectable distance from you and comes to a stop. And he just kind of looks at you curiously, tilting his head, and all of a sudden, you begin to feel cold, unnaturally cold. And it's almost as if someone's taken a veil over the clearing of the forest here, and it starts to get kind of dark.
Do you have magic abilities?
No, do you?
Not that I'm aware of.
And can I get another perception check from you?
A 2 for a total of 4.
Okay, perfect. You don't notice anything. However, he absolutely does. You see him suddenly draw his sword, and he attempts to reach forward to grab your arm as if he's trying to pull you towards him.
She like yelps and like drops the rock that she had eaten the flower from. What are you doing?
If you let him, he'll try to like pull you to his side, and he tries to stab something that was behind you.
If you use any amount of force, she's 37 pounds. I think she's just following along with him.
Oh my god, 37 pounds.
7 pounds. Little baby.
Teeny tiny.
Oh my god.
Very small.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. He yanks you out of the way, and he stabs what appears to be a shadow. And you see now, as your attention's drawn to it, that there are a number of shadows closing in on you. And a battle breaks out. he ends up trying to stab them, slash them, whatever he can to ward them away from you. What do you do when a battle suddenly breaks out against a foe that has no physical body?
She panics. What do I do? What do I do? And she kind of like throws her backpack like kind of like in front of her.
Okay. The Lady May, the chat has so graciously, I believe this was specifically from Ludus, gifted you a draw from the deck of many.
Already?
Yes.
Of course he would.
This is our first draw.
This is the first one.
I'm
Yes.
so nervous.
All right, so I'm going to shuffle very poorly and you tell me when to stop. Okay. All right.
There's nothing in D&D. There's no weapon, there's no armor, there's no monster, nothing that scares me more than this deck.
Yeah.
Like, not even joking. It's horrifying to me.
Instant death. No.
All right.
I know.
I will remember your card, and I will show you in a little bit. But not right now. Okay. Yes. So he ends up fighting them off. Do you at any point try to help him?
If he's looking a little worse for wear, she's gonna just like, as she's kind of like sitting there and kind of like, she's just gonna like stick her arm in her bag and she's kind of like rummaging around until she's like, ha. And she takes out her rolling pin. And she kind of like goes up next to her like, what do I do?
Swing as hard as you can. And the battle continues, and by the time it's over, you have both managed to defeat these shadows, but he is definitely in a lot of pain. You can see that he has suffered a number of lacerations, that these spectral fingers have somehow cut through his armor, and he looks very pale, and he looks very sickly. And you also have suffered a wound too, but you're definitely not as bad as he is. And by the end of it, you see him slump against a tree, trying to catch his breath. And he definitely looks like he needs medical attention.
Okay, I've got, I should have something for this. Okay, and she like sets her bag down and she like starts taking out random things. She's like, oh, jar, no, not that one. She's gonna like take out some like random herbs, and I think this is a healing kit. I should have wrote that a little more clearly. And I'm sure it's fine. And she's gonna try and apply a healer's kit to him.
Okay, I'm sure at this point anything will help. I'm just bleeding freely. Go ahead and roll me a, how does healer's kit work? There we go, that works. Oh no, that's just Bravo saying she is boss baby. False alarm. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check. Let's just see how well this applies.
I forget you get notifications when people chat.
Boss
Just
I
spam
just
boss
really
baby.
did thought I would just kind of slip that one in nice, quick and quiet, but nope.
Yeah, you
Gets a
thought.
total of 11.
11, okay. So perhaps you're not super confident with your ability here, but you do manage to help close up some of the worse for wear ones, and eventually he stabilizes and he tells you, my party's camp is not far away from here. If it doesn't take you out of your way too much, perhaps you can help me walk back there.
Of course. I mean, like I'm not on a deadline or anything. You sure? I'm not gonna be much of a crutch, but I can kind of
Yeah, you're like 3
help
feet
you
tall.
walk straight.
Yeah.
Puts his hand on her head.
Puts his hand all the way down there on him like a cane.
Listen, at this point, anything will be of help. And you help him, towards camp. And as the two of you make your way through the brush line and eventually approach another clearing, you see there's a fire. You see a very lavishly dressed halfling man who turns to look at you, and behind him is a very tall, curvaceous, blue dragonborn woman, and she has long, extravagant horns that sort of sweep up. And they all turn to look at you, and you see that there is a large bear sitting next to her, wearing a ruffled collar and a tiny hat. And then the screen fades to black. The camera refocuses on the moon door, towering over this enchanting clearing. This sanctuary appears surrounded by a sort of wilderness that is entirely foreign to you, weaving mists around its pervading borders. You hear no crickets, no birds. The only things you hear is a faint wind rustling through the leaves of the trees, the babbling of a brook, and the low, patient hum radiating off of the distant moon door. Before you, there is a prismatic bridge that stretches out. It looks as if it's made of fragmented moonlight. You can see right through it. On the other side appears to be the sundered trunk of an enormous tree, made into a raised plateau, and it is surrounded by a pool of crystal clear water. There appear to be ruby shapes moving through the water, but they're blurred and difficult to make out. So the party has entered the moon door. Last session... Oh, we should do a recap. All right. Can I please get my returning cast members to please roll me a d20?
I have to admit last time.
I think
Nobody
it's
did
gonna
it
be me.
last time.
I think
We
it's gonna
haven't
be
recapped
me.
in 2 weeks.
2 from Adon,
I did the
6 from
first and
Avalon.
only one.
Got a 17.
17? All right. Oh, Avalon, baby.
Okay.
Oh, yes. This is the one where we start off with you waking up in a dungeon.
That's right. I was like dungeon crawl. We did. Okay, so Avalon wakes up because I missed the session. She was gonna go see a person about doing a thing, and she did get jumped in an alley. As you know, we all come to do sometimes. Jumped in an alley, kidnapped, wakes up in this holding cell, and she's being held by the champion of the goddess of Discord. She's not the goddess of Discord, okay? So she's not like super important, but she is important enough to curse Avalon with this nasty bracelet that anytime that Avalon tries to talk about her kidnapping or her cursing or the goddess of Discord or anything like that, it just ends up coming out like absolute gibberish and nonsense. Exactly.
Yeah.
Stella does it so much better than I will, so I'll definitely leave that to her.
Thanks.
But Avalon gets back, and then no one believes Avalon. She got kidnapped because no one can understand what Avalon's saying. Nonetheless, they go do a job to go pay off some debts accrued by Alaris and then by proxy Samara. Oops. And so they go to this very renowned family's house of Waterdeep, which is called the
O'Quinn.
And there were some reports of a wraith or a banshee and some dead folk, and so we ripped through there like the badass heroes we were. Nearly died a couple times, but ended up cutting short a plot of a nefarious deed towards an older orc god of bad things. Killed a wraith, laid his body to rest, and solved that puzzle. Got paid $2,000
And 500 gold pieces.
and 500 gold pieces.
2,500.
plus. 2,500, baby, all for me. And went to go pay off some debts, but before we went to go do that, we had to let the little friend know with the big book This is exactly how Avalon's brain works. She doesn't remember anyone's names. She just remembers what they look like. And he was kind of like, I know a secret, but none of us could roll high enough insight. So that's for the DM to know.
Smile.
But he is smile. But we did, he is sending us to do another job. Yes, he's doing that. And
Awesome.
anything else?
Yes.
Did I get everything?
So what you had done was you went back to your room in the yawning portal. You left the rest of your money. You grabbed only enough to pay off the debt. And you left Alaris's little companion to safeguard the money, which is a raccoon.
We put it in the moon door.
And then the group of you
Yeah, I
went
thought we were
off.
bringing it to the moon door.
We're so dumb.
I quit.
I thought that's what we were doing.
And then y'all went to a quiet corner of Waterdeep before reaching out to the Stormcloaks in order to open this door. Alaris had eaten a magical item, gained a power, and she opened a door to this realm. It appears to be a pocket dimension of some kind. So now the group of you are standing in it. And Alaris, you are very painfully aware that time moves differently here. Just to let you know, because you are on your last day.
Oh yeah,
of
we're on a
paying.
deadline. Oh, that's right.
However, this sight before you is amazing. It's quite wondrous. You've never seen anything like it before.
I am immediately darting around, taking samples of any of the flora that I can, and then just taking notes and stuff. I'm also going to try to catch one of the ruby things in the pond.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go Adon to do that.
Okay, so you do see that the plateau, so there's a bridge, right, of light. And then you see that there's water all along the bottom of this trunk here, and it's 100 feet down.
Oh. Avalon, do you have a rope?
What?
A rope, like a hemp rope. I think you might have some. I think I might have some, actually. Can you hold the end of this, please?
Before
And I'll hand it to her.
Before we make such an attempt, you have to tell me what it's for, because it's going to be something cool. I will give you my rope, but if it's going to be something dangerous...
Okay. Come here.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I'll peer over the edge of the cliff face or whatever. Do you see those little things? I want to know what they are. Really
Fish?
bad.
Fish?
Fish in a moon door? Fish in a moon door. Spirit fish, maybe. That would be cool. That would be really cool.
You want to go fishing?
Yes.
Can we go fishing later?
Yes.
I'll bring you back, Adon. I'll bring you back. You can go fishing later. I am feeling like time is moving twice as fast in here as twice as slow in here as
What?
it is out there. And we have a deadline.
Well, they can't get us in here anyways.
Yeah,
We can just stay in here.
You want to just live in the moon door forever.
I mean, it's cozy.
Look at how much cool stuff there is.
Dawn, could I please get a perception check from you?
Yeah. Okay. It's not going to be good.
Okay, that's a 10. Even with a 10, as you're kind of like, look at this cool stuff, you like gesture around. As you kind of span your gaze off into the distance, you blink for a brief moment. And you see this place, but it's a little different. You see a stranger, someone foreign, with their back to you. They appear to be building something, maybe a building, not more than 10 feet away from the edge of the plateau there. And you look over to another side of the plateau and you see a halfling with flowers in her hair, wearing a knitted green backpack. You also see your fellow guardians gathered around a small fire, but the vision is gone almost as quick as it came to you.
I'm so sorry. Can you describe the man one more time?
It's
Or
a
the
stranger.
building guy. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Guys, I just really think that there's so many cool things in here. There's like traces of spirits and there's new cool spirit fish and cool flowers. We can pay the debt later. We have the money, right? We just,
Adon. These mortals, they have deadlines. Time is all they rely on nowadays. So But the thing
Hey,
is, this
mortal.
place looks like it's not gonna change anytime soon. The fish will still be in the water. Let's just.
Those must be some really big fish if we can see them from up here, though. I don't know if you
That's
want
what I'm
to do that.
thinking.
You know what you can do as a scientist? You can make a hypothesis.
I hypothesize that I really want to see that. Adon.
Avalon like puts her hands on her hips, like I am proud that I know that word.
See, that one seems too big for Avalon.
I'm just gonna give Avalon like a small pat on the back, like a good job.
I know about science.
Could I please get a 1d20 from Adon, Alaris, Avalon, and Samara?
Are you real right now? I see you
Scri-
shuffling the deck.
Scribemind has donated $10, and there is a draw from the deck of many.
I'm not even joking. My heart rate just jumped up.
I also rolled a 12.
Okay.
Got about tree fitty.
All right. So that's a 12 from Alaris and Adon, a 3 from Samara, and a 10 from Avalon. Okay, Alaris and Adon, please re-roll.
Oh my god.
A 12 again.
It's 12
It's
from
broken.
Adon.
D20's broken.
Mine's a 10.
Rigged.
Okay. All right. Adon, tell me when to stop.
It was me. Okay. Stop now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
You died.
You fell
Power
way off
word
the cliff.
All right. As Alaris is trying to encourage all of you to like speed up and move along, Adon, you turn
Oh, now.
and you see near your feet, here on the edge of the prismatic bridge, there appears to be a number of flowers growing out of the grass. And you can see that these flowers, as you kind of squint closer, they have unusual heads. They're surrounded by petals, but you look down, and the heads of these flowers are actually gems. You have drawn the gem card, and 1,000 gold worth of gems appear.
I thought you pulled this earlier. We would have had to go on that quest.
I'm gonna just bend down and I'm gonna check my notebook, see if I I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna record them, I guess. I'm gonna pick one and I'm gonna say, Alaris, I think you can use these. I think these are good for you.
The gems.
These, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take them.
Please, yeah, please. I only need the one. Actually, I don't even need the one. I wrote it down. I'm okay. I don't need money.
Well, worst comes to worst, Alaris will have them on her, so if you need to look at them some more.
Alaris picks the flowers.
Okay. You pick one flower, and this will be a ruby worth 10 gold.
That's dope. That is so
Ruby
lucky.
flower.
I thought I was gonna get power word killed.
Don't worry about it.
And I guess I'll just pick the rest and give all of them to Alaris.
So there's a lot of flowers.
Never mind. I'm gonna
Like
pick
a field of flowers.
Yeah.
Maybe they can
I'm gonna
just
pick
live
like
here.
5 and I'm gonna leave the rest, okay?
Okay. You can add 50 gold worth of gems. 50.
Hog.
That means
Alaris,
there's-
you can add that. As far as Adon cares, you're the only one here that needs money. You and
So Tom
Samara.
just keeps giving me money.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to write this down. What did I
That'd be
say? 15
9.
gold? 10 gold?
And then
Okay.
10.
Yeah,
Yes.
so 9.
60 gold?
Is that the right? Did I do the same? Did I do the right
Yeah,
math?
you're good.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Guys, I did that off the top of my head. I'm learning. I'm
Yeah.
growing.
Ew.
Alaris, you can feel time tick,
Oh my God, guys.
tick.
Okay,
What?
this is very cool. I will
Uh-huh.
give it this area that, but we gotta go pay some people some money or kill them. I mean, it's really up to us, I guess, but that's an option. But we probably pay them. It's probably the easiest course of action, especially because we
They're
can.
just mortals. You know.
Money is here, literally growing. This place literally is growing money, so I feel like we could probably pay them for the easiest route.
Samara, can I get a perception check from you?
Ooh.
Absolutely. Okay, please, for the love of God.
I thought this was a safe checkpoint.
Can I use my
Would you like to use your blessing? Okay,
Yeah.
Samara is going to use one blessing, rolled a 6, and is re-rolling.
I'm gonna use a physical die.
Okay, yeah, go for
That's
it.
a lot better. 22.
Okay,
Nice.
22. So as the group of them are like fawning over these gemstone flowers, you look down at Avalon's wrist. They don't seem to notice this, but you hear and see there's suddenly a wet, sloppy sound of flesh sliding open. An eyelid appears to have formed on the disc of her bracelet. The pupil darts around in a bewildering survey of the surroundings. It fixates on each person and is blinking uncomfortably. But Avalon, Alaris, and Adon are too engaged to notice this.
Can I like stealthily like poke it in the eye?
Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand.
Please. Stab that motherfucker.
That's my sleight of hand. That is a 12.
Okay. I'll say with a 12, it's a little stealthy, but not like the most finesse thing. Yeah, you stab it with your finger, and it sort of like welts up. You see it turn red, just like cringes, and then it shuts and it disappears.
What the hell was that for? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Great.
I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
Where?
So weird.
I'm gonna walk like just
Going
like
back
5
to the
paces
mortal
away from
Mara,
her.
you're weird.
Guys,
Listen,
we gotta
you want this
go.
bracelet so bad. You know what? Next time I chop my hand off, you can have it and you can stop poking me.
I can do it right now.
You think
for
we should do that?
We gotta go.
I'm gonna blow her
Okay, okay,
as we're leaving.
So Alaris moves her hand in a wild gesture, and you see that same frame just the same frame. It's like a line of light suddenly manifesting, and you see what appears to be a door, and she pushes it open, and you see Waterdeep on the other side. Alaris, you know that these doors only stay open for like 6 seconds.
Yeah, let's go, people.
Is she clapping
Out
at
the
me?
door.
Oh my god.
Out the door. Let's go.
Gonna mosey out the door. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay.
Mosey.
Don't mosey. She like kicks her. Button butt.
As the
Thanks for
group of
knocking
them
it out.
goes through the door, the screen fades to black. And we get kind of like a montage of different snapshots. We see Nell meeting Grot and his band of acrobats known as the Firebrands. You discover that the halfling man that you met, his name is Lord Grinder, and he is a benefactor that more or less provides funds for a circus. You would know that Grot works closely with this ringleader, and that there is a secretive woman that you've only seen a few times, which is the blue dragonborn lady that you had seen when you first met them. After hearing how you helped Grot when they lost Baby the bear, they offer to pay you to stick with them. They say, if you would like a job, if you would like to see the world, you can travel with them. They have the means to provide you with anything that you might desire. And perhaps they can use someone with as keen a touch as you to take care of their animals.
Will I also be able to cook?
Lord Grinder, a very squat, well-polished man with a wide, sweeping mustache, he says, absolutely.
Excellent. There's some new recipes that I'd love to try.
Oh, I love trying new things. Please. Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Any spices? Any ingredients?
I'll have to make up a list.
And he claps his hands, says, Grat. And the half-orc that you had seen in the forest comes up. Help Nell. Get Nell anything that she wants. And then he walks off, and we see Baby the Bear following him. As you've spent time over the last year with the Firebrands and Lord Grinder's circus, you can choose one of the following to have a significant relationship with. Would you like to have a significant relationship with the Firebrands, or Lord Grinder, or this secretive woman?
Secretive woman.
Okay.
Girls only.
So you come to discover that the secretive woman, her name is Mathea. And she appears to be a sorceress of some kind. She confesses to you that she has a number of different agendas, and she's very tight-lipped about what they are specifically, but you get the sense that she's looking for something, and she has teamed up with the Firebrands in order to go from city to city to find someone. And there are a couple of days where you have a rather close night where she confesses to you and she confides in you and she opens up to you, probably over a glass of wine or two. And she eventually gives you a bracelet. This bracelet is very ornate. It appears to be 2 golden threads that are wound together. There is a disc on the very center of it. She says, I have a feeling that something like this would be very useful for you. I want you to keep it.
Are you sure this is quite fine? Like, it's more, I feel like it's more your aesthetic than mine. You think I would have use for it?
She kind of just shakes her head, giving a small smile, and as she takes it and begins to tie it onto your wrist, can I get an insight check from you?
Ten.
10. Okay. With a 10, you get the sense that she's not telling you the whole story. There's something that she's holding back, but with Mathea, that is very common. And so far, in the past year that you've spent with her, you haven't had any sort of inclination that she has any malice, anything to hurt you. And she has, on more than one occasion, been there to back you up. Perhaps one day Lord Grinder might have gone on a rampage and accused you of something wrongfully, and she quite literally slapped him in the face to sober him up. She seems to have a sort of power over him that makes him back off. And this is something that you would have realized. And we see the camera fade away from the pair of them as they are having dinner together. Mathea swirling a glass of wine and Nell presenting her latest dish. On this last night that you spend with Mathea, what do you think you would have cooked her?
Well, Nell would have gone, like, over the year, definitely would have found out, like, some of her favorite things. And she would have maybe had a little meat pie and, like, handmade the crust, made, like, a little design in the crust and stuff like that. And she would have, procured her favorite wine and, maybe some cheeses and fruits on the side.
Excellent. And you can tell that she is absolutely loving this. You can tell that she melts as she takes every bite, just completely satisfied. And she tells you that she is very, very fortunate to have a friend like you. And there's something a little sad in the way that she says it. And then the camera fades to black, and we return to a dirty street in Waterdeep. The 4 of you have stepped out of the moon door It is much darker now than it was when you first stepped in.
Oops.
This is why I said we needed to hurry up.
Hey,
Well,
okay, let's go. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Lead the way.
To the
Through the
place,
docks.
DM.
The place.
All right. Can I please get a survival check from you, Alaris?
Oh God, she's not that kind of ranger.
We get
Good
lost.
Okay. I would like to use my advantage, please.
Okay. Absolutely. So Alaris uses advantage.
That was an 8, by the way.
Okay.
Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna go with the 8 because that's a 6.
All right.
Oh,
Even with an 8, you do eventually manage to make your way through Waterdeep. Perhaps it takes you a little longer than you would have liked. And by the time that you find the alleyway where you tend to meet, you discover that a lot of shops have closed. The streets are very quiet. And this particular alleyway, this is the one where you were presented with a caged Quickfoot. You remember this quite well. You see, there appears to be a number of ruffians. You can just tell from the way that they are dressed and they hover looming over someone that they are absolutely cornering some poor soul. It's hard to make out because they are about 80 feet away down the alleyway. You get a head count. It appears to be 4 individuals and someone much, much smaller. And they are pushing her around.
Well, we don't let people push ladies around here.
Guess not.
Avalon, go!
What are you talking about? Wait, hold on a second. This is not my business.
You
You
want to
could have
follow
just let
behind
them,
me then?
them beat
Just
that
look
small
intimidating?
child over there?
A small child? What are you talking about? Listen, this is not our business.
I'm going.
I'm gonna walk right up to them and go, excuse me, are you guys sword clerks?
It's odd.
Are you
I'm gonna
guys
stand
here for the
behind
collection?
Dawn.
Because you guys got the wrong person.
You see the group of thugs part. One of them clasps a hand on Nell's shoulder, and the others turn to look at the group of you, and you can see that they are all wearing this distinctively gray cloak, very noticeably sword cloaks, and they don't seem to recognize you. You don't recognize them, Alaris. Listen, this isn't any of your business. Turn around and leave if you know what's good for you.
Oh, well, no, we have a meeting. So we can't leave. We'll just wait here, I guess.
Yeah. Hilarious, right? This is where we're supposed to be.
Well, yeah, but like, why are you guys here and you don't know who I am?
They
You know who she
deliberately turn away from you. Dawn. As they kind of part and you can see who they're bullying, it's the halfling girl that you saw from your vision. The one with flowers in her hair.
I'm going to wiggle my way through them. I imagine I'm shorter than them, so I'm gonna get right up in their face. They're gonna jump up. Excuse me, wrong girl. Okay, you guys are not paying attention here, I see. She's the one that owes money, not this one, so maybe turn around again.
The one that had addressed the group of you draws their weapon. I said move along.
And I said turn around. Turn around.
Alaris is going to pull her swords out and put one at the guy's back because they turned their backs on her.
Yeah, so could I please get everyone to select their tokens?
Wow.
Let me see.
Well done.
No.
She wants nothing to do with this right now.
This is all too much.
This is not what I signed up for.
This is not the plan. We were gonna drop money off. Suddenly there's a small child and Dawn is running off again, getting into trouble and
Like
I wanna
another
get this
small
over with.
child.
I want to go look at the flowers again.
Samara's been poking her. Been rushed out of the house.
Oh yes, Samara's just poking her wrist for no reason.
Listen, I blew you a kiss.
There's
It's
a
okay.
raccoon guarding a shit ton of money.
I mean,
Let's
that's
not even mention
fine.
our security. Like,
Everything's gonna be fine. I wouldn't even worry about
we're
it.
gonna roll up to our tavern like room, and there's gonna be 6 dead men and a live
And
Quickfoot.
Quickfoot.
Quickfoot's
We
just hanging
will
out.
know. That's when I will be wrong.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, this music is not nearly beep boppy enough.
Beat boppy?
Beep bop.
bop, boop.
Ooh.
Suddenly we're in cyberpunk. Beat bop boop.
Beep bop.
If it ever comes out.
Techno future.
Rip.
I know.
Okay, top of the order, a dawn. Oh, y'all didn't rest. Oh, okay.
Nope. I have very little health.
Okay.
Oh, I'm still full.
All right, so the group of you are pretty much just in melee range. You can see that there are 2 very heavily armored thugs and 2 that appear to be wearing just leather armor.
Mhm.
They all have an assortment of weapons on their persons. You can see that a few of them have crossbows, a few of them have daggers, and one of them has a mace. They're all wearing, very conveniently, different colored shirts.
Love it.
How kind.
It is your turn at dawn.
Okay, cool. I am going to step forward and I'm going to the one that has his hand on the halfling girl's shoulder. I I don't know how this works rolling wise, but I want to get his hand off her and like put him in a wrist lock and then slice him with my sword, my tonfa.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and say that your attack is the primary objective here. So go ahead and roll me an attack. Okay, a 9.
I'm gonna use advantage on that.
Okay, go ahead and roll. That's a 10. Unfortunately, that does not work. So
Pissed.
you tried to grab his hand. You managed to grab his hand, and you try to go in for the
Cool.
stab, but he manages to evade that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of holding his hand now.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to use, which I should have done beforehand, I'm going to use my bonus action to insightful fighting him, the one that I'm holding his hand.
Okay.
So insight into deception.
Okay.
There's my good roll. Jeez.
Palm reading right now.
Yes. You read his palm. You can see that his mortality line is very short.
Good. Good.
Hers might be actually her health points.
I think they both are.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, so
Mutually
that was an
assured
18 from
destruction.
her insight and a 15 deception from the thug. Yeah, you can see that from the way that he moves, he appears to have a limp with his left leg. Perhaps you could use that to your advantage. Next is the bandit's turn. Okay, you see one of the leather armor wearing folk. They run up and one of them attempts to stab Alaris.
Rude.
It makes 2 melee attacks. A 9 and a 21.
Oh, this 21 will hit.
Yeah, he stabs you with a mace. It makes sense. You take 5 bludgeoning damage. He sort of comes in and just swings wildly. He misses you on the front attack, and then he whips it around and hits you on the side. Knocks your breath out. And that one is going to be the one in red. And the one in a blue shirt is going to run up to Samara and do the same thing. Multi-attack. 13?
Nope.
Okay. 18.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
We see a same thing. Well, I'll say like they both like run at the same time. In fact, they're twins. They're wearing different color shirts though, conveniently. And he
Gross.
runs up and he hits you the same exact way. Nell, it is now your turn.
Oh, you're muted. Before you get too far.
The din of the battle is just so loud. Her little voice is.
Oh, she's so cute.
Seeing that she has an opening with the guy now distracted who had a hand over, she just kind of reaches into her bag and pulls out her meat skewer and is just going to like try and stab the guy in the ribs.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, 16 is a hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage. 7 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. You get him like right in the leg. Right in the leg that has a limp, in fact. And he just
Nice.
cries out in pain and he lets go of Adon's hand. Unless Adon
Yes.
doesn't want to let go.
I hold on to his wrist.
Okay.
You can twist it.
Yeah, you see him like
Yeah.
kind of struggle in the grip. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
She's just kind of like keeping an eye on things.
It is now the thug's turn. So the one that just screams out in pain, having been skewered, has a multi-attack. This is going to be quite dicey. He draws out... Oh, I'm going to say he has one hand restrained. So he draws a dagger with his free hand, and he's going to attempt to stab Adon. 8,
Oh.
Oh,
23.
Yes. That one does hit a little bit.
Okay.
It's a dagger. We're okay.
Oh, thank God.
He
Just
swipes
4.
wildly, misses, and then one connects with your shoulder, and he digs in, and you take 4 points of damage.
I am well bloodied.
You were well bloodied when we started.
Yep.
I forgot my party wasn't fully healed, but it's okay, right? And you
That's
see
okay.
the other heavily armed one run up towards Avalon and will draw a scimitar and a dagger.
rude.
15?
Nope.
11?
Nope.
20.
Wait, what?
The dagger, it's okay.
20.
Yes. So you see the swish, swish of a scimitar. You easily evade those, but you don't see the dagger come up and gut you. 6 points of damage for you. Alaris, it is your turn.
Okay, cool. We're gonna 3-sortie attack this guy that hit me with his mace. How rude.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Okay. And
15 is a hit.
Oh,
6
yeah.
damage. Dose.
That's a miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. And twice.
That's a hit.
This one's what
Save us
that.
all.
That's a 5.
Okay, so takes 11 damage. Yeah. You managed to land 2 of your swipes at him, and he starts to bleed profusely. You can see that this was a very savage attack. He cries out, and the cries of battle here ring out and they echo in this alleyway, but there's nobody else even remotely around. Despite all the noise that's being made, you're suspecting that no one's going to come help. Samara, it is your turn.
I think what I'm gonna do.
You can see that Adon is quite hurt.
I'm vibing though.
I'm straight vibing though.
By the way.
Man. What to do? I will cast Cure Wounds at first level for Dawn.
Okay.
Thank you.
1d8 plus 4. Oh, hell yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh, what?
nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
hell yeah,
Almost-
brother. And then for my bonus action, can I cast Spiritual Weapon?
Absolutely. Could you tell us what these spells look like as you cast them?
So as I'm casting Spiritual Weapon, she's kind of just like moving, her hands in a circular motion. And then she abruptly pulls them apart, and you just see this big trident, this gold barnacle-crested trident appear in the sky, about like 10 feet above her.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, so that will immediately, well, it doesn't immediately end your turn, but it does go immediately after you. So what would you like to do with it?
I think I'll probably take a little stabby stab at this blue guy in front of me.
Okay, sounds good. That's a hit. Yeah, so we see this trident just appear, manifesting above the bandit, and it just sort of stabs down into his back. He cries out in pain. And he gets the breath knocked out of him, literally, because it's force damage. Nice.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah. Avalon, it is your turn.
Finally. I think I'm gonna attack the green one.
Sounds good. Okay. A 15 is a hit.
Delicious.
Nice.
Ooh.
Cut
it's
him
not a
down.
crit. It's not a
Oh,
crit.
right. Okay.
But
Oh.
11 damage is very crunchy.
Yeah, still a lot.
Yeah,
I got so excited.
tell me what this like really strong blow looks like.
I imagine I want to do like one of those where she like has a sword up here. I've been playing too much For Honor. She has a sword up here, and then she dips down really quick and slashes up instead, and so she gets him right across the chest.
Yeah, and then she says Jormungandr.
And then she goes Jormungandr. EJ's boyfriend can do the For Honor like guard switching so perfectly. Like it blows my mind every
It's
single
so annoying
time.
to see him with the fake sword in the
He goes-
living room all day.
Oh man.
Awesome. Next we have Adon.
Okay, I am going to go with my blade, and I'm gonna try to get him in the leg that is bad.
Okay, sounds good. With inside full fighting, you get advantage. 20 is a hit.
I love that. I love that for me.
All right. So that's 4 regular damage, 5 sneak attack. Yeah, you also deliver a pretty hefty blow. Tell me what this looks like.
I'm going right for the leg, so I want to like lodge my blade into the side of his thigh.
Nice.
Oh, and then I am going to rub my hands together so I get a good dust cloud going, and I'm going to throw it on the ground, and then I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Could you post that in chat?
Yeah. Let me find that real quick. There we go.
Okay. Sanctuary. You ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack/spell. Sounds good. All right. So this, like, I'll say, okay, this has a range of 30 feet. Oh, it just has one target. Okay. So, it's kind of like a more or less contained dust cloud, I would say, instead of like sweeping or anything like
It's
that.
right at my feet.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. So you all see this cloud of dust just sort of swirling around Adon. It is now the bandit's turn. The one in the blue shirt is going to try to hit Samara. Mace.
Nope.
It misses. The one in the red shirt is going to try to attack Alaris. Mace. Also misses. Nell, it is your turn.
All right, seeing that there's a lot more weapons out now, she's going to slightly kneel and pick up her large wok-like pan that would have dropped earlier in her altercation with these individuals and kind of hunker behind it like a shield as she takes a step forward and stabs her meat skewer in the guy's foot.
Nice.
I love Nell.
I
I love her.
love Nell
So rolling
so
pin the meat
much.
skewer. It is so good.
Her last name is Honey Wise.
This reminds me.
14 is a miss.
Oh. You have advantage.
You do. Do you want to use your blessing?
Yes.
Okay. Nell will use her blessing. Go ahead and re-roll. Oh, 13. Unfortunately, you try, but he seems to have an eye on you, and he dives out of the way. He says, "No one stabs me twice, not if I can do anything about it." He's going to retaliate by swiping his scimitar at Adon. That's a hit. 19?
Stop.
Stop.
Don't.
9 damage to Adon. Another
But I
hit.
healed
Oh,
her.
wait, he had to make the saving throw first.
Oh, you were right.
I forgot.
OMG.
Thank God.
Wisdom saving throw.
OMG.
Okay, 17.
That saves.
Okay.
That saves.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, so the first one did go through. Does 17 wait, 7 doesn't hit you.
No, it does not. Thank
Okay.
God.
And then his dagger will come down on Nell. Does 17 hit you, Nell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, takes 7 piercing damage. He stabs you and he says, "Ha ha! I've got you now."
Just kind of like screeches, "Not fair."
Oh, right. The one that is on Avalon is going to try swap. Oh, 23
Swap,
hits
Snip.
and a stab.
Ah.
That misses.
Oh.
Take 9 slashing damage.
10 HP. Who?
Oh no. Guys, stop.
This is bad. Alaris, it is your
Okay.
turn.
We're going stabby stab the guy in front of me. With the stabby stab.
Okay, that's a hit.
You see?
6
I
damage.
like that.
He's still standing, right?
Tell me what this looks like.
Oh, yes. Okay. She is going to probably just drive her sword like into his neck area just to like end it quickly because she's moving her next sword strike onto the guy that's in front of Adon and Nell because they look not too happy.
Yes, he goes down in a heap. Very violently abrupt ending there. Anything else you'd like to do? Okay, 9.
But I want to use my advantage.
Okay. Sorry, which one is this to?
The one in front of Adon.
Okay. Go ahead and re-roll for your advantage. 18 is a hit. Very
Cut him
nice.
down.
Yeah. He doesn't expect this at all, and it lands solidly. Ugh.
Very nice.
Thanks. I practiced. Samara, it's your turn.
I am going to move my spiritual weapon towards the orange guy. I'm gonna give him a little stabby stab.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna roll physical dice.
Sounds good.
11 points of damage.
Sorry, what was the attack roll?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
God, why am I like this? The attack roll's 14.
14. That is a miss.
Can I use my advantage?
Yes.
You're so sweet. That's better. 15.
That's a hit. So 11
Okay.
points of damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this one just clobbers him in the back of the head, and you can see that he's reeling. He's trying to shake his head and regain his focus and struggling to do so. So that was your spiritual weapon.
Yes. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at him.
Okay.
Ooh.
So he needs to make a dexterity save of 14.
That is a 20.
Nice.
You take 3 damage.
Just see like a little it's like the equivalent of like you know those lighter sticks you use to light candles?
Yeah.
It's like a
I love that.
nice. Avalon, it is your turn. You hurt.
I'm not feeling good. Is lay on hands an action? Let's see.
Yes.
It is an action. Okay. I could just keep going. Unless I give myself
We
10
can kill
HP.
We got it. Ladies.
Okay.
I'll just take 10 HP back.
Okay. Tell us what this looks like as you lay on hands yourself.
Oop, that was the wrong arrow. Hold, please. Beep, boop, bop. And that's 20. She, is gonna, anytime she does like an effect to herself, she puts both hands, she like stabs her greatsword in the ground, then she puts both hands on her symbol on her chest, and then that kind of like black light washes over her whole body, and then you can't see it, but it heals her a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, as an action. Okay, so yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. Adon, it is your turn.
Okay, the guy right in front of me is dead now, right?
The guy in front of you is not dead. The one that was in front of Alaris. The one in front of you does appear to be quite wounded.
Yeah,
Get
okay.
him.
So in that case, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, sounds good.
Going to aim for the same bad leg.
All right, that's a hit.
Yeah.
24, 8. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of damage. Okay, that is
Chunky.
15
Flexio.
damage. Tell me what this looks like.
I'm taking his leg off, dude. I'm going in, man. I'm taking his leg off.
Sawing it, like.
Yeah, I duck down and I slice right across and I try to get it clean off.
Yeah, it just
Nice.
it just folds and collapses.
Okay. And then I'm going to are we still flanked by the mean guys? Or they're engaged with Samara and Avalon, huh?
You see one heavily armored thug in front of Avalon, and then one in leather armor in front of Samara.
Okay, I am going to am I in melee range of either of them?
You can run up to him. It's all pretty close, yeah.
Okay, well, if I'm not in melee range, I'm going to kind of back up and I'm gonna like stand in front of Nell, and I'm gonna bonus action insightful fighting one of the guy that's closest to me, but I'm gonna stay out of melee range for now.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll say that the thug is closer to you, and that was a saving throw, right? Yeah. So meets beats. So he beats you.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, you try to get a read on him, but he's moving way too quickly around Avalon, trying to evade those powerful, tasty blows.
Yummy.
Okay, the blue-shirted bandit in front of Samara tries to wicker whack. 18?
Ooh.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Okay, you only take 6 points of damage.
I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh.
Since he caused me damage.
All right. Can you post that in chat and also tell us what this looks like as you cast it?
So, basically,
Holy crap.
Samara's Samara's just like so annoyed. So she's just like, stop hitting me, and then she's just gonna point at him, giving him like the angry finger, and just.
Okay.
I am.
The bandit rolled a 10 on this dexterity saving throw, which probably is a fail.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay. So please roll 2d10 fire damage.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's at second level, so it's 3d10.
Oh, yeah. Roll me 3d10, baby. Boss baby.
Yes, boss
baby.
Yeah.
That's 14.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, this guy, like, catches fire. Ooh. He's just on fire now. We see him, like, land a blow, and all of a sudden he just, like, spontaneously combusts into flames.
Yeah.
Okay. He seems to regret doing that. But it is now Nell's turn.
Alrighty. With everything going on, would Nell be able to, because she's got the halfling nimbleness and she can pass through legs of people, would she be able to get to Avalon?
Yeah, so Adon is very deliberately in front of you, but with your nimbleness, you can absolutely, like, weave around as you like. What is your passive perception?
12.
12. Okay. Okay. So as you like begin to start to move, you notice something that has rolled out of the pocket of the thug that had his hand on your shoulder. And you discover on the ground, very close to you, there's a small black sphere that measures 1/4 of an inch in diameter and weighs 1 ounce. Well, you don't know how much it weighs because you're not holding it. But you have drawn the sun card. You immediately get one wondrous magic item. And this item is a small black sphere, basically a marble on the ground. You can tell it's magical.
That is so cool.
Her eyes just kind of like light up. But she's like seeing like, oh, this guy ain't going anywhere. So she's gonna kind of like as she's moving forward, just kind of with her foot push it under the guy's body so it doesn't roll anywhere.
Okay.
And she's like, pardon, excuse me. All right. And she looks up at Avalon. And says, oh, okay. And she's gonna take up one of her flowers from her hair, and she's gonna, and she's going to do her natural remedies.
Okay. Yes. So what does this look like as you use this ability? You can take any creative liberty you want with this.
She takes off one of it's a little pink mum that was in her hair, and she just kind of like gently tuck it into like a sleeve or like somewhere where she can see skin. She's kind of like just gonna like make sure it touches her.
Uh-huh. Perhaps like there's a slash in the armor from one of these strikes that she's received, and she just kind of boops you with this flower. So Natural Remedies is a custom feat that we've made. Sorry, not feat, ability. You gain the feat Healer. You have 10 flowers growing from your hair, and you replenish one missing flower per long rest. You may pluck a flower for one of the following effects. You can stabilize a dying creature, and it regains 1 hit point, or as an action, you can tend to a creature and restore 1d6 plus 4 hit points plus additional hit points equal to the number of maximum hit dice that you have. So we're all level 4, so that's going to be a 4d6 plus 8. Go ahead and roll that for me, Nell.
Good.
Holy flowers.
I also love the fact that Avalon is 6'7".
I know.
And-
I just imagine her at your knees, like looking like
Poking it in her
Shoving it in my boot. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
So it's 1d6 plus 8.
1d6 plus 8, yes. Nice. That's 10 hit points.
You guys developed this? That's so cool.
I love it so much.
I love it.
Does Avalon experience any kind of sensations, smell anything, see anything? What is the experience of this natural remedy like?
She kind of sees what might be like little floating petals, kind of like the corners of her vision a little bit, and a faint smell of raspberry in the air.
I
And
think I'm
suddenly
having a
she
stroke.
feels so much better.
I'm just getting poked and prodded all tonight.
Why can't I be left alone?
That's
I
hilarious.
think I'm dying.
But you feel much better.
I do feel better, but I'm smelling things.
But you always feel better right before you die.
and seeing things.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, but
I love to think that she didn't even notice you down there until you started speaking. She's like, ah! Oh, hey, was that you? What'd you do to me?
I healed you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look a little hurt, so.
Thank you. Yes, I am. All right. Careful, I don't want to step on you.
She kind of like hunkers down a little bit with the walk pan kind of over her head.
Oh my god, I love it. You do have a bonus action. Would you like to do anything with that?
Is that? Can't remember if that's a bonus action or not. I won't use it right now.
Okay. Sounds good. Next is the thug. The one in front of Avalon looks down at Nell putting a flower in Avalon's boot and just scowls. And he will attempt to slash at Avalon with the scimitar. 19.
Big hits. Ugh.
11. Okay. So you take 9 slashing damage as he slashes across your arm, the scimitar, and then he tries to hit Nell with his dagger. 14. Does that hit you, Nell?
It rings off the sound of the walk. Ding!
It echoes quite loudly just reverberating off of the walls of this alleyway here. All of your ears just kind of, ooh.
Ooh.
Alaris, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. How's the guy in front of Samara looking?
He looks pretty winded. He looks like he probably could only take 1 or 2 more blows.
He's on fire.
And he's on fire.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't take any more damage from that though, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
just
like,
for
is
aesthetics.
it dangerous to attack him?
No.
Will I catch fire? That's the question.
I'm sure that in your travels with Samara, you've probably seen something like this before, so you would know exactly how it works.
Yeah. All right. Well, Alaris is gonna try and take the guy out in front of Samara. It looks like Avalon's got tiny backup, so she thinks that's A-okay over there.
I love that.
Okay. Boop. Oh.
8's a miss.
Boop.
16 is a hit.
Oh, I assumed that was a hit because
Yeah.
you said other ones were hits.
Yes. All right, 7. Yeah. So you stab him, and he drops his mace, but he's still up. He goes, ah!
Good.
Cool. Samara, it's your turn.
I think I'm just gonna give the good old bonk to the guy in front of me.
Okay. Bonk him.
Bonk.
Yeah.
He's bonked.
Yeah, he's
Early bonks.
he suffers his last bonk ever. Tell me what this looks like.
Oh.
With the flames, like knowing she's not really gonna get hurt from them, she's still like trying to kind of maneuver around them because it's fire. But she just takes it like bonk. Like it's just like a little ball ping hammer.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then he collapses with a dull thud to the ground. You do still have your trident.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I'm just gonna attack the last guy.
Yeah, do it.
For him.
Skewer him.
I'm trying.
It's like a giant meat skewer.
Pretty much. Gonna turn him into a shish kebab. That's a 18.
18 is a hit.
Woo! That is. Oh my god, why it's not so hard? 9!
Okay, he takes 9 damage. He reels from the pain there. Avalon, it's your turn.
I want to slice at the green one. Just, the regular.
Slap chop.
That's a hit. 11. Very nice. He looks like he probably couldn't take another blow like that.
Ayo. Hopefully
Adon.
he doesn't kill me before I kill him.
Oops.
Ugh.
Adon, so you see Nell just weave between your legs and then boop Avalon with a flower, and then Avalon swipes down at this guy.
I'm going to bonus action insightful fight, or I'm gonna run up, bonus action insightful fighting, and then I'm gonna try to stab him.
Okay. With a 10. Ooh, he crits.
Nah.
22.
20.
Cannot get a
All right,
beat on this
that's
guy.
Cool, though. That is a-okay.
Okay. With an 8,
Yeah, it's an 8.
yeah. That's gonna be a miss.
All right, I will not do anything.
I think this guy is just like totally aware of you for some odd reason. So like you're trying to like check him out, and you can see that he's staring you down. You come up and try to hit him, and he just kind of like bats your weapon away.
Great.
Just
Make
denial.
like awkward eye contact when you try to like check him out.
Yeah, you look him up and down.
Great.
He looks you up and down. It's very awkward.
Not like that.
All the bandits are dead. Nell,
There's
it is your turn.
tension.
Yes, big tension. Smooth jazz turns on in the background.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of like weave to the other side, so she can get at the green shirt guy and just kind of hunker and stab with her meat skewer.
Little
Sounds
turtle.
good.
You're walking your skewer.
I love that.
Oh,
my
that's a
God.
crit. That's a crit.
Heck yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That absolutely hits.
Beware the meat skewer, guys.
Right?
Goodness.
Tell me what this looks like.
How tall is this?
This gentleman, he's not a gentleman. He is, however, 5'8".
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of scooches around and then just kind of lunges, like kind of jump lunges with the meat skewer and just kind of like gets them right in the gut.
Okay. So what we see is he stumbles back, taking the skewer with him. He stumbles back, collapses, and then a quiet washes over the alleyway. And this is where we're going to take our break. We will be back in 5 minutes. Please grab a drink, do a stretch, grab a snack, and we'll be back real soon. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. So a quiet washes over the alleyway here as the last body falls.
Nell kind of, as she's pulling out the meat skewer, she's like, thanks. Got me out of a tough spot there.
Do you owe money to these people too?
Not anymore, I don't think.
Probably.
No. So you don't actually know who these people are, why they were harassing you. They said something about maybe they knew that Lord Grinder was owing some money or needed to pay a protection fee or something to do with the circus. That much is certain. But whatever the intricate details are, you are totally unaware of, and you've never really participated in those sort of discussions or management whatsoever, but they have clearly seen you in proximity of the circus ringleader, so that is probably why they honed in on you.
I guess they saw me as a easy target to get something from my boss, but I don't know any business. I don't know the business side of things, so it would have been a sad opportunity for them regardless, I think.
Who's your boss?
Lord Grinder, I'm with the circus. Well,
Baby!
I don't actually like do any of the acts or anything. I'm more like behind
Do you
the
know Baby?
scenes.
You do know Baby. Baby is a young adult bear that wears a frilled collar and a tiny hat.
I wrestled that bear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you win?
I'm here. I did win.
That's true. But yeah,
Well-
I know Baby. Do you know? Well, I guess if you, the circus is kind of well known, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to Alaris. Do you think we need to stay here? You don't owe any money now, right? They're dead.
Well, these guys didn't have any idea who we or I was, so I don't think they were the ones sent to collect my debt.
Yeah.
I think this is a strange coincidence.
Yeah.
Did you see any other ruffians, kind of like these guys with these sorts of cloaks, around?
I suppose from time to time, but today, yeah. Would I have seen?
Go ahead and roll me a history check. And could I get a perception check from Adon, Alaris, Avalon, and Samara?
Advantage, please.
Okay, so Nell is going to use advantage.
Oh my god.
What?
I got one.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So for
Great.
perception checks, Adon 2, Avalon 2, Samara
Winning.
7.
Also 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah, thank God.
Okay.
One of us can see.
My second roll was a 6.
Okay.
Oh.
So Nell, something about today has just absolutely got you twisted. You can't really remember very much of like who, what, where. It has been quite a day. You had spent most of the day helping Grot and also the other firebrands. They had recently brought in a new group of animals that they started training, and you're quite tired from all of that. So today's been kind of a blur. You weren't even expecting to meet these people here. So there was no point where you would have specifically pointed them out.
They could have been around. I don't know. Who are you? Oh, I'm Nell.
Oh, you know.
That's a strange name. Is it like
No, my name is Alaris. That is not
she like blushes? Like, well, you kind of meet all kinds of people, so you never know.
True. You never know who you're going to run into out here. Adon.
Yeah. Okay. Hi. I'm Adon.
Huh? She like takes your hand, shakes it.
As she grabs my hand, I'm gonna what's it called? I'm gonna like look past at her hair with all the flowers in it. Just like very obviously being very nosy, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Do you still have the walk on your head, or like have you removed that?
She would have put it down.
Okay.
With a 16, you get a very, very faint whiff of something like raspberries, but it just appears to be flowers braided into her hair.
Pretty.
I'm
There-
gonna. Oh,
ahead.
sorry. You finish.
So there are an assortment of flowers, I believe, right? Yeah. So it's not just the pink flowers.
Whole assortment of wildflowers and all kind of like woven sporadically.
Pretty.
It's really pretty. I'm gonna walk up and pull Adon away because she's obviously invading Nell's space. And be like, I'm Samara, and while I touch Adon, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, thank you so much.
14.
Ooh,
That
that's
is-
a good one.
So much.
Avalon, please tell me when to stop shuffling. Yo, hold on. I got all dropping cards.
Stop.
Okay. You have EJ to thank for this one. Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
You're dead.
Uh-oh, someone turned into a plant.
Oh, I've had
Wow.
that happen to a character before.
Is that
I was
Tim's
stuck like
name?
that.
What did you do to me?
Avalon, you
She
have
went to the-
drawn the Fool card.
Oh no.
Okay, something is gonna happen. You're not gonna know what happens until it happens.
Oh.
But it's bad.
But that's pretty fitting for Avalon.
I'm already cursed.
Avalon, speaking of which, you just have the sudden feeling of something foreboding. You just have like a sinking feeling in your gut. You're not quite sure why. As you look around and you look at Nell, you see her bracelet. You look down at your bracelet. And you look at her bracelet. They're not exactly the same, but the disc is very strikingly familiar. The disc part is exactly the same.
I'm Avalon. And Avalon's gonna go from 5 stories up, get down on her knee, to shake her tiny little hand.
She takes both hands, kind of like.
Are
Sorry about
you-
booping you with the flower.
Don't be sorry. I've been
Earlier.
booped all day, so at least yours had some context and some healing behind it. Anyway.
Zombie finger. Zombie finger.
Zombie finger.
Are you some kind of chef?
Yeah, I cook for the circus. Well, I come from a whole family of like cooks and brewers and bakers and not so much candlestick makers. Several cousins twice removed. We don't really talk to them anymore.
Right. So, should we get you back to that circus then, yes?
Well, speaking of circus, I actually, and I'm going to pull from my notebook the little flyer from the guy, that was a request for help, right? Or the request for help was a different thing?
That was a different thing. So Lord Grinder had given you an advertisement for the circus. And it's just a standard flyer.
Okay, then I guess there's no need to pull it out if it's not the request. But
I know about the circus.
I do know about the circus. Yeah.
Is this your
I guess
flyer?
I'll ask, this circus, right? The same one or different bear?
No, same bear. There's more than.
I was planning on going there anyways.
Yeah.
Should we
Does
take
that
you
flyer?
home?
Oh, sorry. Does that flyer say firebrand on it? Would
No,
Alaris...
it does not.
Okay.
The word firebrand has not been said once yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, did
Sorry,
you?
Bravo.
Did
No,
you
it's okay.
have anything you needed to do?
I just
Well,
want to see the bear.
Alaris?
Well, I mean, we do have something we need to do, but like, I don't really know how to do it.
Ugh, if they want your money, they can come find you. I want to go see the bear.
It's true.
That is true. We did hold it. I mean, did we not hold up our end of the bargain?
I mean, we're here.
Right. Do we have to wait here all night?
Do
So I
any
think
of
as
us have pieces of-
Avalon says that, right? Do we have to wait here all night? The camera kind of zooms out and there's just like bodies around you as you guys are standing in this alleyway.
Well, maybe we should just write a note for the next sword cloak that comes here, like just to say we were here. Like, we showed up.
Wait. Hold on a second. You're telling me you want to leave evidence of your involvement in the slaughter of 4?
Well, I'm not gonna put my name on it.
They're gonna know who you are.
Yeah. So I've killed their guys before. That's no big deal.
I think maybe the 4 dead bodies is note enough.
You know what?
Probably.
It's your debt. It's not my debt. Don't know why I'm getting involved. Do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, hey, do they have anything good on them? Can we search the bodies?
You can absolutely search the bodies. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. And while Alaris and Avalon kind of go back and forth and they begin to search the bodies, Adon, for a brief second, you have another click of a vision. You see, again, the group of you're in a different place. You're walking on a beach. And you see Alaris, you see Avalon, you see Samara, and you also see Nell. This isn't a memory. This never happened before, but you have the sense of belonging here. There's just something right about this picture. And then just as soon as it came, it disappears.
As they're searching the body, I'm gonna kind of pull Nell aside, except I'm not fully aware of who's like listening, so whatever. But I'm gonna just talk to Nell. Nell, hi. So cool flowers. But also, are you mortal? Are you like fully mortal, like 100% fully mortal? Just wondering.
As you like pull her away, she would have kind of just like kneeled and kind of like reached out to like grab the little orb that she had kicked under one of the bodies
Oh yeah.
before you like yank her away. Why wouldn't I be?
Have you ever been to? Oh, okay, hold on. Have you always been on this plane of existence, this mortal plane? Have you always been here?
To my knowledge, I have some really fun dreams. If I,
Dreams!
there's one
Me
little
too!
plant that I like to take in the evenings, and it has some, fun imaginings. But physically, I don't think so.
Okay, dreams, good sign. I have dreams too. Are they past or future? Do you see the past or do you see the future?
Well, they're just dreams. They all kind of
Oh,
mush together.
just mortal dreams. Okay, never mind. Do you mind if I take a look at one of your the flower that you did with the thing, and then Avalon and Stinky? Can I see one? It's okay if I can't. But I'm gonna inch closer to her flowers as I say it's okay if you can't.
Try not to take one. It takes a little while to grow back.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna cut the conversation off and just follow looking very intently at the flowers. I want to compare them to the notes of the cool flower that I got, the cool blue flower that I got. I want to see if there's any sort of magic similarities between the two.
Okay, go ahead and roll me Arcana or Investigation. Alaris, as you're picking pockets, you rolled a 4. You find 8 gold pieces.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just give them on back to the sword clerks.
Yeah.
Give 8.
With a 22 Investigation, you kind of... Do you, like, take it out and look at it?
I'm not gonna pick it, but I am gonna
Sorry,
like-
I meant the jar that you have.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I am going to do that.
Okay, so Adon takes out what appears to be like a glass bottle, and inside is a blue flower. Nell, you would have seen this flower before. However, Adon, you don't know this flower in particular. They do not look anything like each other.
Okay.
The one in the jar has these sort of like long swirly blades of petals, and it's blue. Nell, you would know that this is called an enchanted ice flower.
Her eyes just kind of like light up. Oh,
You know what this is? I have been trying to figure out what this is.
oh, it's an enchanted ice flower.
I hurriedly write that into my notebook. Okay, enchanted ice flower. Very cool, very cool. What does it do? Does it do anything? Because I feel like it's magic, or I feel like it's going to be good in like some sort of like healing or something. Do you know anything else about it?
So now you would know that ice flowers grow like in Icewind Dale. It is very strange that one is here because they need very cold climates in order to grow. And you can tell it's enchanted because it's not withered and it's totally healthy, which indicates that yes, absolutely is magic, but the effects could be varying. Ice flowers are typically used for tonics that do apply healing properties and also warming properties.
Well, it's definitely magic because, well, they don't really survive down here. It's too warm for them.
Ice flower makes sense.
Yeah, it does make you warm and it can be used for healing, but with I don't really know what magical properties has been kind of bestowed on it, so who knows what else it could
That's
do.
good to know. I totally thought that too. Well,
Adon, did you try licking it?
I lick it. As soon as she says that, I go, oh, and then I'll lick it.
You lick Nell?
No, the ice flower.
Oh, okay.
I lick the flower.
Okay.
Nell sees nothing wrong with this. It's like, oh yeah, logical.
Okay, so you take the flower out of the vase and lick it?
Yeah.
Okay. As you lick it, what is the most disgusting thing that you hate to eat?
Coffee, caffeine.
Okay,
Or coffee, yeah.
you lick it. It tastes like coffee. However, you know that this is edible, and immediately you can tell that this is something that you can consume.
Why did you guys get the good tasting ones? And I'll pluck off a petal and I'll give it to Alaris. You lick it now.
Alaris will lick it.
All right, what is the flavor that you absolutely abhor?
Boiled eggs.
Tastes like boiled eggs. Extra stinky.
See? Coffee!
Ugh, no. Cooked eggs.
Nell's like eyes lit up. She's like, "You're tasting different things? Let me try."
And I'll pass a petal over to her.
Okay.
Avalon's just like 6 feet away, just like watching this, like, what the fuck is going on?
Samara's just like by the guy that's probably still on fire, like warming her hands, sitting on the ground.
Yeah, that's a magical fire. It has not gone out.
Smells bad though.
Yeah.
Then you get used to it.
Okay, Nell, what is a flavor you absolutely do not like?
Seaweed.
Okay. It tastes like seaweed. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
no.
You killed her.
Uh-oh.
That's a 19.
Thank God. That's
Okay.
a good constitution.
However, like as you have this taste, it just sort of pervades your senses. It's very uncomfortable, unpleasant, and you start to change color.
Are you okay?
What color does your complexion become? It can be any color you want.
Pale blue.
Okay, she starts to go pale blue.
She's cold.
She gonna die.
She's cold. This is hypothermia.
I'm gonna be like, come by the fire. What are you doing?
Frostbite?
I'm gonna like grab her hand. I'm sorry, but Adon wouldn't ask. I'm gonna grab your hand. I'm gonna try to rub off the color.
What in the world is going on over there?
As you like kind of like grab me, she's like,
Do you often turn blue?
well, it depends on what I taste, but you know,
What?
all sorts of things, I suppose. It's fascinating.
You
Okay,
change colors?
Not the first time. Very cool. I am going to store that in my brain for later. Flower now. And does anybody else want to try it? No? Okay.
No.
Well, in the name of science, and then I'm gonna eat the flower.
Okay. So, Adon, you grit your teeth and you manage to swallow. As soon as you put the whole flower in your mouth, it sort of solidifies. It doesn't feel like you're eating a flower. It feels more like a stale cracker. It just kind of like breaks up in your mouth. It's dry. It kind of clings to every little bit, and you swallow it.
Eating dirt.
Yeah, it's basically like eating dirt. No, Adon might like eating dirt. This is worse
I do
than
like
that.
eating dirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do like eating dirt.
Adon, you suddenly transform, and your primal form bursts out. What does this look like?
So you guys watch as I eat this, grimacing the whole way, and then after a second, you can see that my fingertips start to crumble, and then the rest of my arms start to crumble, and it kind of looks like the end game, or not the end game, the Avengers thing where they all disintegrate with the snap and stuff. But I just turn into like a swirling dust cloud, and it's only like my shoes to my knee-ish area that stays like a clay kind of situation. But the rest of me, I'm just a dust storm now.
Oh my god, did you guys
That's so
poison
cool.
her? What's going on here?
Now's like super excited. She's like, "Oh, this is really cool." She like kind of grabs her backpack and she like opens up a notebook, and you can see like there's various leaves and things kind of sticking out in the pages, and she kind of just like
It's another notebook.
makes
There's
a little
two of
note.
you.
Continues to make the note. It's like, everyone tastes awful things different. I'm now blue. She's a earth tornado.
I'll peer over her shoulder into the notebook, but I'm like faceless, so you can just hear like my voice coming from somewhere within the storm. It's a dust storm.
What?
It's like,
Just
oh,
in case you're
thanks.
wondering.
What in all the gods' name is going on right now? What?
Testing out magic flowers.
That's not.
Yeah, but mine tasted bad.
Yeah, Samara, you and I lucked out.
Unfortunate.
Why is it that all of you pick stuff up off from the ground and then shove it into your mouths?
Listen, Avalon, we all know you're just jealous because you haven't shifted into your primal form. You don't need
You know
to
what?
take
She
it
should
out on
probably
everybody else.
Try licking that rock that we picked up earlier. I bet you that
Yeah,
would
you
be
should
her
totally
primal
do that.
form.
It might. You should do it.
Do you
Oh,
have a
no,
magic
not now.
rock?
I hate that I'm considering it.
Do it. One of us. One of us.
She pulls out the rock.
All right.
I increase the flames.
Yeah.
So Avalon pulls out a very smooth pebble. It's kind of gray with white veins, and it's mossy on one side. It looks like a regular pebble.
I lick it.
Alaris is actually dying in the background.
Samara's
of
trying
you-
to hold it in.
All of you watch Avalon lick this rock that Alaris's pet raccoon picked off the ground in a forest? Avalon, it tastes like a rock.
Are we all just like laughing at her for doing it?
Alaris is.
I'm not paying attention. While I'm in my primal form, I'm just gonna be like running around, like limit testing my physical abilities. I'm not involved.
What would you say is the type of temperament that you have when you're in your primal form back when you were on the plane of magic?
I'd say very similar to how I am like regularly, just a bit more like, I don't know, selfish, I guess. So just very much like task oriented, blocking out everything else.
Okay. Yeah, there's a sense of liberation while you're in your natural form. Like, this is your real form, right? Not this mortal shell that you're bound to. And it's overwhelming. It's fantastic. Just, you feel good. You're buzzing with positive energy. But you do have that sort of sinking feeling in your gut, knowing that it's going to be over in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Avalon's gonna toss the rock on the ground and kick it as far as she can down the alley.
Can I try and grab the rock before she kicks it?
Go ahead and Avalon roll athletics and Samara roll either sleight of hand or acrobatics. Oof,
luck,
that's a
dude.
24 athletics from Avalon.
Yeah.
10 acrobatics
Can
from...
I try my...
Yeah,
my
you-
advantage?
You're gonna
Okay.
use your blessing for this.
Alright, Samara uses her advantage.
Why
Oh,
not?
boy.
14. Oh, too slow. You try to dive for it. Avalon just yeets that rock.
While it's in the air, I'm gonna pass through it with my primal form and catch it in my dust storm. So now it's just also floating
It's
around
part
like a
of
little
you.
earth tornado.
I'm-
Yep.
Since I miss it, I'm just gonna grab her leg and take her down with me.
Me?
Yeah!
You're gonna try to move me?
I'm
Roll for
strong,
initiative.
dude. What are you
I'm not
talking
moving.
about?
I am not
This is
moving.
really what our life is like, Nell, so I don't know if you really want to be a part of it.
Try and move me. Go ahead. Try.
I do live with
Shorty.
a circus, so
Oh, that's true.
it's not too far off from daily life, actually.
What do you want me to roll
You're
for?
6
Uh,
leagues below me. Try
Avalon,
me.
roll me a strength save. That's a nat one. That's a nat one. You absolutely go down.
Oh no, Cassie!
I'm bad!
And I,
You just hear a loud crash. Armor smashing into the ground. Avalon reeling.
I'm just laughing because there was no ill intent behind it. It was just for fun.
Just wrestling.
Yeah.
I am eternally cursed. This is my punishment.
I'm gonna give her a little
Some
boop.
kind of cruel, evil joke by her lady because I failed her. Everyone's just like laying on the ground saying all this.
Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Oh, God.
no. We've been
We're
here too
loitering.
long.
Dead.
We're loitering.
We have such a bad habit of wasting
God, my
time.
rolls are so bad.
That's a 3
21.
from Avalon, 21 from Alaris, 15 from Adon, 20 from Samara, and a 14 from Nell. Okay, Alaris and Samara, you can hear the distant ding 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 of a bell. Can I get a history check from anybody that has been in Waterdeep for some time?
Yeah, history.
Anyone from Adon.
Nat 20, 21 total.
Okay. 17 from Samara. Okay. Adon and Alaris. You would know that this bell is from the Yawning Portal. You know that the Yawning Portal is essentially built around a well, and
That's where all our money is.
it goes straight into the Undermountain. That is an elaborate dungeon underneath Waterdeep. And you know they ring this particular bell when something is coming up out of the Yawning Portal and into the Yawning Portal Inn.
I'll just make eye contact with Alaris. Towards it or away?
Well, our whole thing of money and my raccoon are over there, so I would like to go save them.
Okay, towards. And then I just start going, dude. I'm not really gonna tell anyone else, I guess.
Are you still a dust cloud?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
Probably get there before us.
I guess the wind picked up a bit.
Laying. Still laying here.
I'm gonna help her
Not
up.
quite.
Yeah, guys, that's the yawning portal's like warning bell when like things are coming up out of the
They do
hole
is
in the ground.
fight. The second something comes up, it gets beat to shit. What
Well,
are we going to do?
Avalon, as you're like laying on the ground, you just kind of like roll your head apathetically towards your group. You again catch a glint of the bracelet that Nell is wearing.
it's really close to your face now. You're on the ground.
It is.
True story.
Oh, where'd you get that?
A friend gave it to me.
Oh. Like a friend, or like
friend.
a friend.
I don't know about friend. We don't really talk about that kind of stuff.
Right.
But she wanted me to take care of it.
Huh. You weren't like kidnapped, jumped in the back of an alley, and then
No.
Is she actually saying this or is it gibberish?
So when Avalon says kidnapped, jumped in the back of an alley, Adon, Alaris, and Samara, you hear Nell, you hear her perfectly fine.
What?
No, I was not in Ollie's. I was just making her a nice dinner. 'Cause she had to go somewhere, and it was her, a last night for a while. And
I'll stop it in my tracks.
now one
Nell,
moment.
You're too far, Adon. You went
Yeah, Adon's
somewhere else.
5 miles away.
Alaris and Samara, when Nell talks about making dinner and how she got this bracelet, you hear but Avalon, you hear her perfectly fine.
Nell,
This is bullshit.
yes.
I want you to repeat back exactly what I say.
Okay.
I was kidnapped.
I was kidnapped.
I was jumped in an alley.
I was jumped in an alley, but I wasn't.
Avalon like springs up to her feet. You can understand me.
Well, we've just been having a whole conversation.
Oh my god, watch this. Hey, Alaris, I was jumped in an alley and I got this bracelet stuck onto my hand and now I'm cursed forever.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we need to work on your English or your common.
She can't understand me. She can't understand a word I'm saying. Anytime I talk about this, I was kidnapped by the Lady of Discord, or the champion of the Lady of Discord, Thraxia herself, and she stuck this on my wrist and I can't get it off.
Oh. That's awful.
Thank you! It is awful! No one will acknowledge how awful it is because no one can understand me.
But if you had an awful experience, and I had a good one, though. But why?
Can we... I'll put my bracelet out towards hers. My massive wrist compared to her tiny little wrist.
As you
Does
put
it-
them next to each other, and anyone who's looking at this, you can see that the bracelet bands are totally different, but the discs are exactly the same. And Samara, you had seen the eye open up on Avalon's. You can't understand what Nell and Avalon are saying, but they're pretty obviously comparing bracelets.
Guys.
What? Get out of here. This isn't your business.
I'm gonna like shove her. Just like push her over so I can sit down.
Maybe if we put the bracelets together, like the discs together.
Am I hearing this or is it more gibberish?
So the discs together part comes through.
Okay.
I think you should lick it.
I'm just gonna put a hand out and be like, let him do it. Put the discs together.
Okay. So you make the bracelets touch. Nothing happens, but Nell, as y'all are kind of like hanging out here, staring at the bracelets, and as you're talking about the bracelets and you're studying it for about 10 minutes, you get the sense, Nell, you could eat this. If you just take a bite out of it, it'll totally just melt in your mouth.
Lick it, lick it, lick it.
What is going on? What is everyone's fascination with eating things?
She totally takes a nibble.
Okay. So it doesn't really taste like anything, but you totally just take a bite out of it. Like it's a cookie.
Does it just fall off of her wrist and she took a bite out of it?
My
nibble.
understanding was a nibble, but
Nibble,
you could
okay.
try more if you want.
Is yours a cookie too?
I don't know. I don't want to eat it. I've been fooled once. Shame on me.
Tonight, even like
Tonight.
just now.
I'll look at hers too. Kind of like see if it's also edible.
Okay. So I would say like you're kind of like staring between them. You could totally tell that you could eat this, yeah.
Yeah, try. Nell just tries to put the rest of it in her mouth.
She
Okay.
looks at Alaris and Samara. If I eat this
Lick it.
and it's not edible, you are never going to see me again.
Sure. Yeah, I'm staying.
She's gonna take a bite out of it.
It's like biting metal. Your teeth hurt.
Listen, I wasn't the one. that
Nell's
told
the
you
one
to
that
eat
told
it.
you to eat it.
No, yeah, Nell was the one that told you to.
She stands up and she follows Adon.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Somebody's got to go look after Rocket. Now we have to go back to the yawning portal. Did you want to take your meal to go?
Yes.
Sure.
Now, as you continue eating it, you eat the whole thing. It comes off no problem. And it's gone. It's like eating a cookie.
So there's, I guess, like a whole area in the bracelet.
Did you eat just the disc?
If the whole thing was edible, yeah, I guess she would
Yeah,
have
the
had
whole thing is edible. Okay, yeah, you eat the whole thing. There's no trace of it left.
Nella Garburator? Like, can she just eat anything?
As she's
So-
like picking up her stuff, she's like, "Oh, I hope she
Does
didn't
she
want that
change
back."
colors?
No,
Hey,
by
do you
now,
know that bracelet I gave you? Oh my god, the funniest thing I ate.
I ate it.
by now, Nell has returned back to her normal complexion. Seems to have been a temporary side effect. But yeah, as the group of you move on towards the yawning portal, Adon and Avalon will be the first to approach. You see that there is a commotion going on. There is a number of people running away from the tavern. There's a number of people running to the tavern. And
Well-
yeah.
What say you, my small friend?
I want to see what it is. And then I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
kind of grab Avalon's hand and weasel my way through the crowd, but I feel like she's just gonna have to barge through behind me.
By the time you get to the yawning portal, you have absolutely reverted back to your mortal form.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you two manage to bull your way through and you make your way into the tavern. And you can see there's Durnan. He has a massive greatsword just kind of across his shoulders. And he has his foot on top of a troll. The troll is beheaded and there appears to be singe marks all over the creature. You can see that there was a threat here. It's probably over with now. You can see that there are a number of other monster bodies throughout the tavern. There are a few people that are like skewering the bodies, making sure that they stay dead, but it is in an absolute disarray. You can see that there are some people running up the stairs, down the stairs.
Do
Looks
I
like we're
recognize,
too
or
late.
do I know what each of the monsters are?
Yes, generic monsters from the Undermountain.
Okay.
Too late, sweetheart. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I didn't really want to fight him. I just thought there might be something cooler or something new, or I don't know. I guess we should just go check on the room then. Make sure
Right.
Polaris has her.
As her.
Alaris, Samara, and Nell, you come up behind Avalon and Adon.
We don't talk of such amounts of such things we might or may not have within our possession.
Yeah, but let's go check on it though.
Jesus, when'd you get here? Oh my god.
And they come up around on the other side of Avalon and be like, boo!
Oh my god. Will today never end? I haven't even rested yet. Avalon's just gonna like a snow plow, just like go straight for the staircase to her room.
Follow right behind her.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like a boat making a wake, right? Just kind of parts the sea of people. No, you have no problem following after them. Y'all go up the stairs and to your bedroom. Avalon puts the key in. Wait, Alaris puts the key in, opens the door, and the door swings open. The bedroom is an absolute wreck. The furniture has been strewn about, broken, curtains ripped, mattress eviscerated. Quickfoot appears to be sitting on a very uneven desk with food all around him. His already rotund physique is especially pronounced as he struggles to lift a piece of cheese to his mouth. He huffs as he holds it in front of his face with a tiny hand. And then he seems to surrender, collapsing, letting the piece of cheese drop out of his hand. It rolls on the floor and silently thunks against your boot, Alaris. You have been robbed.
This is what we get for having a rodent as our head of security.
You could have said no. We should have taken it with us.
I don't even think we have to pay them anymore at this point. I mean, we could just kill them like you did the other guys.
But 2,000 gold pieces.
No, not 2,000. We had 855 with us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Just like
So almost 2,000 because we had
Almost.
2,500. But okay, well, to be fair, at the time we did not know we could have hidden this away in the Schmoonmore.
The Schmoonmore?
She doesn't know
Schmoonmore.
Nell well enough to talk about them.
Oh, that's right. Good call.
The Shmishma.
The Shmishma. The Schmoonmore.
Nell's not really paying attention. She has like her backpack out and she's like taking out various jars and instruments, and she's about to go harvest some ingredients from all the strange non-humanoid creatures all over the tavern.
yeah.
So
Fair.
Oh, I'm running to go check our room, mine and Avalon's room.
Okay.
That's what I'm concerned about right now.
All right.
I had so many notes in there.
Nell is using Waste Not, Want Not. This is part of the Culinarian, which is an offshoot of the Scholar class. Starting at 3rd level, you can harvest deceased non-humanoid creatures for cooking ingredients, as long as the creature has been dead for no longer than 24 hours. You can harvest 1 ingredient from small or medium, 2 from large, and 3 from huge or larger. Harvesting takes 1 minute. You have the ability to cure, pickle, and otherwise preserve foodstuffs.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'll take care of all that with you off stream. But so Nell just expertly goes about getting...
So we've left her downstairs. Okay.
No, there's monsters all throughout the tavern. So you see her like basically picking up these little like blood-sucking sturges like creatures.
Ooh.
This is giving me little sister vibes from BioShock.
Yeah.
oh my god, yeah, so cute.
While she's doing that, can I just search the bodies for anything?
Yep, go ahead and roll me investigation. So Avalon and Dawn, you go over into your room, and it's perfectly fine.
Oh, thank God.
Thank
Weird.
God.
I'm gonna check in on Quickfoot while they do that, just to make sure he's in one piece.
He's just a ball.
Yeah, he's like-
he's fatter.
Yeah, he looks up at you. He looks so miserable. He's like, but you know he'll be fine in a few hours.
You should not overeat Quickfoot. We've talked about this.
He's putting on his winter coat.
Fatten up for hibernation.
Yeah.
Well, now it's just a matter of would you all like to go search for what was stolen?
Oh, I would like to look for clues in my room to see if I can
I was
figure
gonna
out who stole our stuff.
There we are.
I'm gonna help her out
Yes.
with that. I'll be doing that as well.
Yeah,
I'm
as
gonna go lay
Avalon-
down on my bed.
your perfectly made bed.
Made med.
Bed.
Hey, Ned.
Yes. Comparing the two rooms, absolutely this was targeted. You know that someone deliberately came in here, especially with the food everywhere. They have deliberately bought off your raccoon security system.
Not much of a security system. They could have walked in and given him a head pat and walked out.
Samara, you do find 7 gold coins that have been kind of scattered on the floor from various fleeing pockets. And as Alaris and Adon hunker down to try to investigate for clues, that is a good spot where we were going to end the session. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all had a good time. We're going to go around real quick and do some outros. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what you're all about. And we will start off with EJ.
Hi, I am EJ. You can find me on Twitter at emeanly. That's emean, L-Y. And my favorite part of tonight, I haven't decided. Decided.
Favorite part. Yes.
I think it's gonna have to be after the fight when we introduced ourselves to Nell, and when I was talking to her about the little flower, and then she turned blue.
Yeah, reasons. EJ's Twitter is there in the chat if you want to check her out. Next, we have Dungeon Dame.
Hi, I am Dungeon Dame. I play Alaris. You can find me here mostly, or in Stella's Discord, or occasionally on Instagram and Twitter, sometimes, all under the same handle. And my favorite part of tonight was convincing Avalon to lick the mundane rock.
Yeah.
Yep. So how do you feel about that, Bravo?
You know, I hate to admit, but I think that part, but then also that Avalon also tried to eat her fucking bracelet.
Yeah. Hungry.
Oh, that's 2 misses.
She's getting she's a poor woman.
She's never gonna eat anything ever again.
No, she's gonna just live off of the energy of the universe. But anyways, my name is Bravo. That's with 5 R's. I stream over at the Monty Hall with my friend Nick. We stream. We're doing Halo Reach a lot next week because we both got the Master Chief Edition collection thing. It's cool because Nick's not really been playing, has played a lot of Halo, and it's kind of his first experience. So as opposed to me, I love Halo Reach so much. So we're playing that again next week. That'll be Monday through Friday. And that's where you can find me. Kisses. Mwah. I love you.
Thank you. We love you too. Next we have Giggly.
Hi guys, I'm Giggly. You can find me here on Twitch at GigglyDendroLagus or on Twitter at GigglyDendro. I think my favorite part was just messing with Avalon. That was so funny.
That nat one.
That's so fun, dude.
It's I'm not gonna move, and then the nat one. I was perfect.
Literally.
Just
you're
your luck,
lucky.
huh? We get 2 good pulls from the deck of many, and then Bravo says.
And last, but certainly not least, our wonderful new addition to our cast, the Lady May.
Hey, I'm May. You can find me, I guess, on the internet, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all the same thing. Lady May, MEA. I'm known for painting, known for my large dice collection, and I can be found now here, often on Runaway Robots channel for various games as well, which I'll be there tomorrow at 4:00 for the Alderheart crew.
Yes, Runaway Robot is doing a 24-hour stream. It is for Extra Life. It is for the kids, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for 24 hours. And please, please, please go check it out. Stop by, say hello, and watch May play Dagonet, right?
Yep, Degane.
Ooh.
My French owl, they call them the Strigs in Humblewoods, and he's got a bad leg. He's a little old, so we'll have to see how this adventure is going to go.
We love Dagonet. Yes. I'm Stella Luna. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel and you've had a good time, please consider giving us a follow. That's a free way that you can help support us and get notifications for when we go live. We will be back here on Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time next week. And as the screen fades to black and we see shadows moving around in the sewers underneath Waterdeep, the camera focuses on a familiar figure to some of us, not all of us. We see Thraxia, a Yuan-ti woman, sleek lines, tall, slender, long black hair. We see her eyes focus on a crystal mounted on the wall. It's very stark against the slimy walls of this sewer. But as it looks around, it peers and sees into another realm. It appears to focus in on a sanctuary of some kind. We see a wide pool of crystal clear water. We see a few faces, and we see flowers with gemstones for heads. And then we see the face of a tiefling just kind of come right up into it, and then boop, and then the screen goes black. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Hope you have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.